This has to work. This Endeavor has to work right here, or it's over. They cannot protect right here, or we are screwed. Today, we're going to be trying out Sand, and Sand has been something on the rise lately with a bunch of teams doing well with Sand. So we're going to be trying out this one from the Philippines national champion and see how it goes. Sand plus Dondozo has been a combination that has been on the rise recently with a few different versions top cutting and even winning several events. There are many ways to trade with Final Gambit, Annihilate, and Focus Sash Indoor Lycanroc to help eliminate the counters to Dondozo, while Lycanroc can function with Tyranitar for fun options like a strong Assurance double up, flinch chances with double Rock Slide, and even Flying Terra Blast to help deal with fighting types and Amoonguss. Choice Specs Rotom Heat can be a strong wall breaker against water, steel, and grass types Sand doesn't appreciate, while the Terra Steel Dondozo that helps dodge Clear Smog and resist Flower Trick from Meowscarada can be hard for opponents to break through. If you would like to check out the creator and the details of the team, they'll be linked in the description down below. Annihilate, Meowscarada, Goldengo, Mousehold, Murkrow, and Hydreigon. Okay, seems like a pretty standard team for the most part. Sand's a little bit weird against Annihilate combination-wise with Murkrow, specifically with Tailwind. It's a little bit difficult, so gotta figure out a way to play around it. I do really like the Dondozo, but of course there are quite a few Pokemon that it's not exactly amazing against. I really do like Annihilate though. I think Annihilate is fantastic in this matchup, just because of close combat really threatening a lot of Pokemon on my opponent's team. I like the Rotom Heat too. Rotom Heat's very, very good against my opponent's team. I kind of like Lycanroc Rotom because it covers for the Goldengo, which is probably the Pokemon I fear the most. And then, I don't know, Dondozo seems really nice, but it's going to be really hard to set it up, I feel. Especially against Haze Murkrow and Meowscarada. Unless I Terra immediately with Dondozo, but I feel like I might need another Terra somewhere else. I think I'm going to try out Tyranitar and Annihilate. Just try out the Sand mode, see how it goes, because even though the Dondozo mode, I think, could be pretty solid in this game, I do believe that the Sand mode has a lot more flexibility in this matchup, especially because having Tatsugiri or Dondozo means I am very limited with my board position and how I can switch, because I can't let Dondozo and Tatsugiri together, because then I just evict them to Haze or Final Gambit potentially. We're going to see Meowscarada plus the Mousehold. It's a pretty threatening duo. No Murkrow, so they're keeping in the back most likely, which is really nice for me. I like the idea of just going for... I have a Rock Slide I can go for. I can go for the close combat. Tyranitar seems like a really solid play and just going for the Rock Slide. They're probably just going to go for Population Bomb and Flower Gift, I'd imagine. So I really do like this Tyranitar play here. Yeah, I also can get flinch chances, which is really nice. Tyranitar is going to eat up any attack right here, so I feel that this is a very, very good situation for my Tyranitar to come in. Unless they Flower Trick, they could knock on my Tyranitar, which is definitely possible. I don't think it would be too bad if they go for that knockoff double up into the Rotom, so let's see what's going to come out here. Rock Slide does connect, no follow me, perfect. A lot less damage than I would have liked though, but I do get the flinch into Meowscarada, looks like, and Population Bomb into Tyranitar. But it's not really going to do much damage right there. So fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. I really like that. Okay. So Tyranitar eats up that Population Bomb. I would hope so. Tyranitar is a very, very bulky Pokemon. All right. So I want to go for a Terra. I could go for Terra Blast if I want to. I could go for Close Combat is what I'm really want to go for in the Mousehold. Of course, they could go for Terra, but I'm kind of doubting it. They could go for Flower Trick into my Tyranitar, which is kind of what I'm expecting here. So I kind of want to go Rotom in close combat. I think Murkrow has to be in the back, and I'm assuming Annihilate. Maybe they brought Goldengo. I don't expect Hydreigon. It's not really that great against my team. Yeah, I think it has to be Murkrow and Annihilate potentially. I'm going to close combat here. Going to get my damage. Going to go for the Mousehold because Population Bomb could probably knock out Lycanroc. And then I'm going to go out into my Rotom Heat here on the Flower Trick. Or at least I'm hoping to catch the Flower Trick. I'm going to switch out, which is really good for me. So they're going to switch out to the Meowscarada, go out into Annihilate? Yeah, Annihilate. That makes sense. To stack up Rage Fist boost as well as it can like take a Rock Slide or close combat if I want to target it. So I'm pretty happy about this position. Even if they protect Mousehold, I still think this is a really solid spot right here. They do protect. A-okay by me. A-okay by me. All right. Choice Specs Rotom out. That can threaten a lot right here. Let's see. Annihilate, what set are you? Are you going to be a leftover set? Did we get to find out this turn? Because, ooh, I'm faster than Annihilate. Okay, so it's not a Scarf variant. Okay, so it is probably a bulkier set right here. Or I'm just fat. Wait, that mouse hold is super slow. Yeah, that mouse holds super slow. That's... Maybe it's not Technician. Because Friend Guard would make a lot of sense for how little damage the Meowscarada took. Okay. I mean, I still close combat. If they Terra Ghost here, so be it. And I could trick a Choice Specs into the... Ooh, tricking a Choice Specs into the Annihilate would be really good. But I could also just overheat and blow it up potentially. This is Specs Rotom, and I'm going to go for the blow up right here. Let's close combat. Let's go for the overheat. If they Terra and Terra Fire, I mean, I have Rock coverage, so I'm not really too scared. I also have Endeavor as a threat, so I'm not really, like, that worried. Overheat should do a massive amount of damage to Annihilate. Post combat going to come out into the mouse hold. It does pick up a knockout. Beautiful Lycanroc. Beautiful. Okay. Really nice. Gets rid of the Friend Guard, or potential Friend Guard. I still can't tell. I'm pretty sure, because I feel like the Rock Slide just did so little to Meowscarada. Here comes a Choice Specs Overheat into the Annihilate. That's a lot less than I was hoping for, but that's still pretty good damage at the end of the day. Drain Punch going to come out, which is all right. Okay, so I would have preferred the Trick there, but... I mean, I still threaten Endeavor onto a slot. I have quite a few. Okay, maybe it could get a little bit ugly depending on who's in the back. Who will be in the back for my opponent? Okay, yeah, I do regret not going for the trick. I mean, it's just kind of crazy how bulky Annihilate is compared to Primeape, so I haven't gotten used to. I mean, that just took it super well, that overheat. That's the power of Annihilate for you. Let's see. I wish I could Endeavor that slot, but the only way I'm endeavoring that slot is if I hard commit to Terra, and I don't think I'm going to do that. Meowscarada going to come in. I wonder if it has Sucker Punch. I think I Endure here. I like the Endure play because I get to scout for Sucker Punch potentially, or Protect, and I'm just going to overheat the Meowscarada here, because maybe I could get an Endeavor into whatever the last Pokemon is, and that sounds really solid to me, so let's see if they will let me go for that play, especially since I don't believe Knockoff would KO the Rotom unless it is Choice Banded on the Meowscarada, which we haven't confirmed, but let's see. I would really like to catch a Sucker Punch and maybe like a Rage Fist. It could bulk up. That's not ideal, but it's like not terrible, I suppose. The only problem is Rage Fist and Drain Punch interactions with Tyranitar could be scary. They switch out Meowscarada actually, which is surprising here. Gonna go out into Murkrow? Murkrow, yeah. They need it for Dondozo. Makes sense. Okay, Endure gonna come out here. And Overheat, okay. Pretty good damage in a Murkrow, actually. Like, that's some pretty solid damage. They go for a Drain Punch. Perfect. So, Lycanroc is able to survive. Perfect. I want to save Lycanroc. Do I want to save Lycanroc? I feel like I do. I feel like Lycanroc is just really solid because Overheat should KO the Murkrow, I'd imagine. And I want to keep the Lycanroc for Sand Rush potential. Because they're probably just, what, going to Drain Punch the Lycanroc slot? I really want to go Annihilate here and just Overheat the Murkrow. Yeah, let's go for it. I really like that play because I can threaten a lot of offensive pressure the next turn. There's still some really complicated spots depending on what item the Meowscarada is. If it's Choice Banded, I'm in a bit of trouble, but we'll find out. Annihilate is going to come out. Should be on Drain Punch, I imagine. Tailwind does come out for Murkrow. No surprise here. And Annihilate probably just going to go for the Drain Punch. I could have went for Rock Slide Overheat or Rock Slide Switch, but I don't think that was worth it. They did Drain Punch that slot. That's super ideal. And Overheat is going to come out into the Murkrow. Should pick up the knockout with... Oh, Sand is over. I thought the Sand Chip from previous turn would have allowed me to KO. I mean, this is actually still pretty okay for me. Yeah, this is still pretty okay for me. I can knock out the Murkrow with a swap here. And I am going to swap out in Tyranitar. And I think I want to swap out the Rotom. No, I don't want to swap out the Rotom. Do I? I don't think it's worth swapping out Rotom. Yeah, I think I'd rather just take the KO on the Murkrow if I can. I might Terra my Tyranitar the following turn. Yeah, I do like the idea of Terraing the Tyranitar the following turn. I'm gonna take the KO on Murkrow, set Sand up. I know I'm saying Sand that I could KO Murkrow again. Oh, they doubled into Meowscarada. Did they Rage Fist Rotom? Does that even KO? I only hit the Annihilate once. I don't think it does. Oh, they Rage Fist the Tyranitar. They did expect the Overheated of Meowscarada. That's so big for me. That's huge. Okay, Overheat does come out into the Meowscarada. Does pick up a knockout. Goodbye, Meowscarada. Fantastic. Critical hit. I don't think it matters. I know I'm -6, but this is Choice Specs Rotom. Meowscarada is not exactly a bulky Pokemon. Fantastic right there. Fantastic. Okay. I just got to make sure I have enough pressure against the Annihilate because that's a really big factor here. I think I always just Terra my Tyranitar. Terra Flying and hit this thing with a Terra Blast. And I really like the idea of that. My last Pokemon, I think I just go, yeah, I just go Annihilate. I go Annihilate, so Terra Blast the thing and go out into Annihilate and then Shadow Claw threaten their Annihilate. I think this is so solid of a position right here. With Choice Specs Rotom can also like just KO and threaten the Annihilate as well. I might not even need to trick at this rate because I outspeed the Annihilate once Tailwind's over. So let's see if they go for a Terra, because if they go for a Terra, they kind of screw themselves because Endeavor Lycanroc should just be able to secure the game that way. So the thing is, they're really pinned and their Terra literally doesn't exist unless they Terra'd early and I forgot. No, Meowscarada never Terra'd, and no, I don't think they Terra'd. Marco definitely didn't Terra. They Drain Punch. Perfect. Excellent. And this should be foul play. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Annihilate takes that really well. Take the Terra Blast. Terra Flying Tyranitar into the Annihilate. And how much damage? Oh, that KOs? That's insane. Oh, I'm surprised that KO'd. Because that must have been especially defensive Annihilate. But it took the Overheat really well, but the Terra Blast, I know it's super effective, but that's still really insane to me. Okay, goodbye. Oh man. Oh yeah, Mousehole did not Terra at all. Yeah, so they didn't use their Terra the entire game. I guess they just didn't have an opportune time. I mean, if it was Terra normal Mousehole, it didn't change anything, right? Murkrow Terra really didn't matter unless it could like take the sand damage. Gothitelle, Annihilate, Amoonguss, Arcanine, Azumarill, and Grimmsnarl. Okay, I think this was a team used in the VR tournament. I think Chonjun and a few other players used this team, if I'm not mistaken. All right, this is a pretty scary team actually to deal with because matchup-wise, it's not exactly super fun for me. Okay. All right, Annihilate seems really good here. Maybe Annihilate plus, I want to say Tyranitar, or Annihilate plus Lycanroc is probably it. Dondozo is kind of nice because of Unaware, but Parting Shot Grimm's really frustrating to play with Dondozo because if I get locked in and Parting Shot rotation and I just get timer stalled, it's really not worth it in my opinion. So I think Annihilate plus Rotom is a pretty good lead for the most part. Yeah, I like Annihilate plus Rotom. And in the back, Lycanroc plus Tyranitar I think is really safe, I want to say. I don't know. This is still going to be a pretty dangerous game. There's a lot of factors that could absolutely go wrong right here. Azumarill is pretty scary. I wonder what they're going to lead here. Like Azumarill Amoonguss could just be scary, but of course they might just be scared of me going for Rock Slide and trying to flinch down. So that could be something that they might deter. Grimmsnarl makes sense, and Annihilate. Okay, okay. So I would like to trick the Annihilate because I would like to get rid of that choice. I would like to give it the Choice Specs here. And then I think I'm just gonna Brick Break. Or I could go Tyranitar. Tyranitar's not a bad play. Although I don't think they Shadow Claw immediately. They're probably either gonna bulk up or Rage Fist right here, realistically. So I could Brick Break. I mean, Brick Break for a turn isn't that bad. I think Brick Break and Trick is definitely the way I want to approach this. So I'm gonna trick the Choice Specs into the Annihilate. We're gonna see a Terra immediately, which kind of shocked by. All right, so this is a Terra Fire. Okay, which is actually really good because I did bring Sand Mode in the back. Okay, maybe they think I have Dondozo and think that Terra is fine, which is great for me. Light Screen going to come out. Okay, perfect. I am able to get the Brick Break off, and I'm just denying those screens 100%. Very, very good. So they can't really like stack them up. Here comes a Trick into the Annihilate. Go for Bulk Up, please. Go for Bulk Up, please. I would love to punish the Annihilate right here. Choice Specs and leftovers. Yep, leftovers, and we're gonna see Bulk. Oh. That's the power right here. Okay, Trick Rotom coming in clutch right here. Perfect. All right, it's not over though. They are probably switching out here. I don't know what they switch out into. Thunderbolt is my play into Annihilate. Always, I'm just going to Brick Break their Grimmsnarl, I think. And I'm just going to Volt Switch our Thunderbolt to the Annihilate because they're probably switching out here. And if they stay in, they're literally locked in. Unless they have Trick on the Grimmsnarl and want to go for it, which is okay too. Because they're locked in the Bulk Up, right? So I don't see what the benefit is here. Thunderbolt into Annihilate. Yeah, they're just staying in and locked in the Bulk Up. I guess... What either switch? I guess I really don't want to switch out into anything, huh? But it just works out beautifully for me. I mean, I'm just going to keep clicking Brick Break and T-Bolt right here. Like, they might think I'm going to develop the Grim, but like, just going for that Annihilate here and making sure that I can't do anything is really solid right here. And I'm really liking this spot right here. Let's see. I don't think you go hard as Zumro. If you have a Moongus, I think a Moongus makes sense. Gothitelle also makes sense. Okay, they go for Parting Shot into Rotom. Okay. Okay for me. So what are they gonna go out into? It's actually funny that I could just trick away my own Annihilate Choice Scarf if I really want to, just so I could like trick again right there. But we'll see what they decide to go out into. Azumarill makes a lot of sense to me here. I think Azumarill would definitely make a lot of sense here. I would like to Volt Switch out the Azumarill, I think, the following turn. Maybe I Terra to Rotom? Azumarill does come out, makes sense. Gonna go for the Brick Break. I guess if they go out into... Get a Para, doesn't really matter. Okay. Bulk up again. Okay. So I think my play here is to go Lycanroc. And Volt Switch out. Yeah, I like the idea of going for the Volt Switch out into Annihilate. So the reason is... the way I think that they reposition is switching out the Annihilate and protecting with Azumarill so they can do like whatever they really want to, like screens or something. So I don't think that they want to exactly let me get a T-Bolt off into Azumarill and a Brick Break, which could threaten the Azumarill right here. So we're gonna see Gothitelle looks like. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Yep, they do protect. Excellent. All right, got that covered, and now I can go for a Volt Switch into the Gothitelle. So I can bring out my Tyranitar and just start threatening with Rock Slide, I suppose, because there really isn't anything I really need to otherwise. Or I could go and Annihilate. Annihilate Final Gambit is a play here, and they can't redirect it, which is nice. The thing is that they could pivot out, though. Annihilate seems really decent to me here. But Tyranitar, Rock Slide is also super threatening. But I'm really worried if they do get Aqua Jets up, I suppose. But I can't switch into anything. You know what? I'll just go Tyranitar. I'm just going to go Tyranitar here. Bring out the Sands, and I'm just going to click Rock Slide twice and get damage off. Maybe I should just Assurance to Gothitelle, but I don't think Assurance is KOing to Gothitelle. They haven't used their Terra yet, which is pretty big here as well. My Terra is Ghost. So I think they would fake out the Lycanroc if anything. So I think my play is just to Rock Slide here. Actually, yeah, I like this Rock Slide play. I like a double Rock Slide here. Let's see if they fake out Tyranitar. I feel like a Lycanroc might be the bigger threat right here, but we'll see. I think Terra on Lycanroc is so big right here. I could Terra, Rotom, but it doesn't do anything for me because I'm still probably going to go down to Aqua Jet since I'm not a bulky Rotom. Going for the Terra with Annihilate doesn't help me at all. So I think just getting the Rock Slides off. Oh, they faked out the Tyranitar. Smart play by them. Okay, it's still all right though. Because I'm able to get Rock Slide off and get some pretty good chip damage. Yep. And we do flinch, but our Perish Song. Okay, that is new. But I'm a Ghost type with Lycanroc, so I could actually switch out a Perish. So I actually really don't care about the Perish. But that's a fun tech. Okay. I thought this would have been Belly Drum, but all right. So I'm 100% going for Rock Slide here. With Lycanroc. Tyranitar... I would say Tyranitar isn't amazing, but I mean, this is still okay. I'm just gonna Rock Slide Assurance to Gothitelle slot. They want to like pivot into... Oh, they pivot to Azumarill. Is this into the Annihilate? Which makes sense. Oh, Grimmsnarl. Okay. So, I mean, Grimmsnarl taking a Rock Slide isn't amazing either. I kind of wish I went for the double Rock Slide, but I mean, it's still okay. Like, I really don't think that this is bad. Maybe they Parting Shot here? I'm trying to think about how they're going to... Okay, that miss on Grimm's kind of annoying. Because I want to KO the Grim the next turn. Alright. I want to say that this is probably parting shot into the Lycanroc and swap. Because they're really relying on this Perish right now. Unless they have fake out with Grim, they could go for the fake out. But we saw both screens. I feel like it's parting and then an attack. That's like how I feel about this. I'm going to go for Rockside Assurance because I feel Gothitelle switching out into like, I don't know, Annihilate, Azumarill. If they protect too, it's fine. Because I still get decent damage off into Grim. You go for Rockside. Okay. I mean, Reflect. It's okay here. All right. I'm able to get Rockside off into the... Oh, I guess the problem is if I do KO the Grim, which... Assurance... I don't know if it will. It's quad resisted. Yeah, it doesn't. Actually, that's pretty ideal. It doesn't because that means they don't get in Annihilate and threaten a Drain Punch. So that's actually pretty ideal. I'm actually going to go out into my Annihilate. Shadow Claw looks really good for this endgame. And I mean really good for this endgame. So we're going hard into Annihilate here. Because if they parting shot, they get heavily punished. I mean heavily punished. And then I'm just going to go for a Rock Slide here. And just get chip on whatever's coming in. Alright. Hasn't been the most amazing positions, but I do feel like I've just been really head right here in terms of damage output. And yeah, like the Azumarill's weakened. They'll probably switch out Gothitelle into, I want to say it's Annihilate and Grimmsnarl. My parting shot here, but that's okay. Or they might just set up a screen again. Yep, Gothitelle switching out. This should be Annihilate. Azumarill, actually. Okay. That's pretty ideal. They did parting shot. Okay. The Tyranitar. Oh, maybe they didn't want the free switch. No, you would just go for a screen if that's the case. Huh. Okay. That works out for me. Gladly take it. Citrus Berry on Azumarill. Okay. I wonder what the Terra is on my opponent's side, but we are going to go down with our Tyranitar. If Gothitelle comes in, I'm a little bit concerned. Like, if Gothitelle comes in, I want to go Lycanroc because fake out into Water Move could actually be a little bit scary. Oh, they Terra. They already Terra. They're Annihilate. Okay, so I think it's always into... I think Rotom is still okay. I just got to make sure I don't get perished in the end game. We bring out Rotom. They bring out Gothitelle. No, it is Annihilate coming out. Okay. All right. That's really good for me. So I have a few options. Final Gambit's a play here, which I really like. I can Brick Break here. Go far, all right. I think I'm going to Final Gambit. I'm going to Final Gambit the Annihilate slot, and I'm just going to throw off a T-Bolt here into the Azumarill. I don't know if Azumarill will survive, but we'll find out. Oh, okay. Perfect. Since you're a fire type, you're not immune to Final Gambit anymore, so we are able to KO the Annihilate. I felt like Final Gambit Thunderbolt just covered everything because they didn't have like any good switches. And I mean any good switches. So Thunderbolt, even if I don't KO, puts you in Rock Slide range, and I don't see how you come back from this one afterwards. So Thunderbolt, yeah, KOs Azumarill. Ooh, okay, nice. Nice. That got a little bit scary. Because I had to call whether Annihilate was coming or not. I felt like it was more likely going to be Annihilate because Gothitelle was still kind of in an awkward spot being threatened. So luckily it did work out. And I felt like they did want offensive pressure against the Annihilate on the board. But yeah, Gothitelle's going to come in and we seal this game 100% with a Rock Slide and a T-Bolt combination. Because they cannot beat the combination. Whew. That again could have been scary, really could have been, but pulled through. Not today, Perish, not today. Gardevoir, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Grimmsnarl, Volcarona, and Dragonite. Okay, we have mirrors here, which I kind of am not the biggest fan of. I think this is all right though, because I got quite a few answers. I actually want to try out some... I think I want to try out Lycanroc and the Annihilate lead right here. I mean, I have a lot of answers for Tatsugiri and Dondozo because I have the Final Gambit Annihilate. I have my own Dondozo and Tatsugiri, and then I have Endeavor Lycanroc, which always puts on the pressure against them. So I don't really feel bad about this game right here. I actually don't even want to bring Dondozo. I think I want to go with these because I like the Sand mode better. The question is, what am I leading? Because I like Lycanroc lead to always pressure Volcarona. I like Annihilate because it can Final Gambit something, which I think is really valuable here. I think I'm just going to try this lead out and see how it goes. I am worried about if the Grimmsnarl does a fake out. That's the only issue, because if they fake out my Lycanroc and then I lose my Sash, the Dondozo gets a lot trickier, especially if I Final Gambit the first turn. So we'll see. They don't have the best Dondozo answers either. I also got to watch out for the Gardevoir. Gardevoir, if it's Trace, can trace my Sandrush now that I think about it. So that could be very dangerous. But we're going to see Dragonite and Dondozo lead. Okay. I'm pretty curious about this lead, and I mean very curious, because I think this is a gamble because of the Final Gambit option. I actually don't know what I want to do here. I think I always want to click Rocks. Because do they protect and go for an attack with the Dragonite, like Earthquake? I think I want to endure Final Gambit here. Yeah, I think this is okay straight off. Let's see. Do they go into Tatsugiri? Because I would imagine you want to go for Earthquake and protect Dondozo, because Earthquake to Annihilate, so the Final Gambit's doing less. Then you could like E-Speed the Lycanroc, threaten. I just feel like it's a stronger play, but we'll see. Indoor gonna come out. Okay, no protects at all. I could just Rock Slide Final Gambit. Okay, that stinks, but okay. All right. So Dragonite goes down. We're gonna see Order Up. Wave Crash. Okay. So Wave Crash in a Lycanroc. I do have the Indoor. I wonder if they do expect the... I wonder if they expect it. Do they expect the Endeavor? Well, the thing is, if they go Tatsugiri, then they're going to get caught anyway. We're going to go out in a Tyranitar here, I suppose. Do I need Tyranitar or Rotomore, I guess is the question. That's also another big factor. I mean, I always go Tyranitar because I give my Sandrush to Lycanroc. But let's see if the Gardevoir is in the back, because that's a big question. Oh, Gardevoir is in the back. Okay. Don't trace the Sandrush. Don't trace the Sandrush, please. Okay. That could have been bad. All right, I need to keep Lycanroc around, most likely. If I Endeavor, they just lose the game outright. So Rotom's my play here, and we're going to go for a Rock Slide for damage, I suppose. It should probably be like protect and attack, unless they want to really go out into the Tatsugiri, but I don't think they do in this position. I feel like protect Gleam is like super safe. Yeah. Okay. Because they want to make sure that if I do have Endeavor, that's because the Indoor kind of made it more obvious if they didn't already suspect it. So Rock Slide or know about it. I'm faster than Gardevoir too. So is this Trick Room? A lot of damage in Gardevoir too. Yeah, it's Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Very, very nice. Okay, that Gardevoir's slow, so Sandrush isn't as big of a factor, I suppose. But it is dangerous because Tatsugiri is coming in. I want to just T-Bolt. I guess I always just T-Bolt here. We have not seen a Terra yet, which has been a concern, though. I mean, I always just Thunderbolt here, and I always just Rock Slide. Yeah, the thing is, I still have to deal with endgame Tatsugiri, which is a problem. But let's see. I mean, they're always just going to go out in a Tatsugiri. The question is, what is their Dondozo doing? If it's Wave Crash, I don't expect it to be like... Terra Dragon's probably worst case scenario, I'd imagine. This should be always Gardevoir swapping out a Tatsugiri and a Wave Crash. Wave Crash is just really annoying here because Order Up, I probably survive. But maybe I should have Volt Switched, actually, now that I think about it. Because if they don't pick up a knockout here, it's actually better that I Volt Switch out than attack. But we'll see. Yeah, the Gardevoir switches out. This is Tatsugiri. The thing is, the endgame Tatsugiri is actually a really big problem. Out of anything that could be a problem, it's the endgame Tatsugiri. Commander. Okay. Where are you targeting is a big question, too. Oh boy, I feel like I just made some big mistakes with this. Oh, wait, what? Did they forget that they protected already? I don't know about that one. Okay, Thunderbolt into the Dondozo does a lot. Okay. Rock Slide, I missed. That's fine. Oh, wait, no, I just missed the Tatsugiri. I keep forgetting about that. Hey, this is so ideal for me. Yeah, this is so ideal for me because I can just click Assurance into the Dondozo because if they Wave Crash, which... No, I always just Thunderbolt anyway. Yeah, I Thunderbolt and I Assurance here. Because I don't want to miss Rock Slide in this position. They Wave Crash, they take recoil, so Assurance is just always KOing the Dondozo if the Wave Crash recoil doesn't already. If they order up, that's fine too. Why did they double protect? Protect to get... Protects... Oh, they're stalling out the sand? I mean, the sand doesn't change anything. I guess maybe Tyranitar special defense increase? Or maybe they just want damage in a Rotom to put it in range of order up instead so that they don't have to rely on Wave Crash? Which I guess makes sense. Alright. They haven't used a Terra either, which is actually kind of terrifying right here. Okay, it's not over. It's not an over game. But I still feel very good about our position now. We're going to click Thunderbolt. We're going to click Assurance. Still the same plan. Don't see a reason why to change it. They have to go for Wave Crash if they want to pick up a knockout. I'm pretty sure Tyranitar can live a +2 Earthquake just because it's Tyranitar. Well, I did take Chip earlier, so maybe not. We'll see. But that double protect play did not work out well for them. Kind of wish I did have the Endeavor on deck, though. Like, having Endeavor would have been really good. Okay, they do Wave Crash, so this is Tyranitar? Oh, Rotom. Okay, so that's gone. I think I can secure the win now. I'm like pretty sure I can just secure the win. All right, so goodbye, Dondozo. Tatsugiri takes more sand damage, but I'm gonna Endeavor that slot. That's the goal right here. Yeah, I'm gonna Endeavor. Okay. I want to Endeavor to Tatsugiri, or Tatsugiri, because Gardevoir goes down to, it looks like, another Rock Slide here. They try Sand Rush, doesn't change anything. I don't think they protect Tatsugiri here. They do, it's kind of annoying, but like I still have like a pretty decent shot here. Gonna go for a Rock Slide, Terra my Tyranitar, and Endeavor. This has to work. This Endeavor has to work right here, or it's over. They cannot protect right here, or we are screwed. Okay. I don't think I should have been in this position. I mean, basically the position was... Yeah, it actually would have been ugly with the Endeavor strategy, regardless, because I don't get the immediate knockout. My plan was hopefully... Like, my plan was terroring the Tyranitar anyway. I was expecting Rotom to go down that turn. I get damage, then I Endeavor, and then I Terra to avoid an Earthquake, hopefully. But I don't even know if they have Earthquake at that point. It might have just been like order up substitute. So Endeavor. Okay, no protects. Really nice. I do have to hit Rock Slides. Muddy Water comes out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Dazzling Gleam. Oh no. I missed a Gardevoir. It's over. And it's hit both. Yeah, because sand subsided, so I had to get damage on the both somehow. I'm pretty sure Rock Slide KO'd both. If I didn't KO Gardevoir, then it was still over, but I got the turn 1 read wrong. I think that's what went really downhill. And then I should have Volt Switched that one turn. If I Volt Switched instead, I would have been in such a bad position. I'm mad at myself for clicking Thunderbolt. Because, yeah, if they did make a mistake like that, or if they tried to click sub or something for some reason, trying to dodge a Wisp, it was 100% better. A Terra Blast here, but I'm pretty sure I just go down this. Oh, wait, no, I was faster. I completely forgot that that's like a super slow Gardevoir for some reason. Wait, I forgot. Oh, I won that? I don't think I deserve to win that one, but I did. I think my opponent just literally forgot that they double protected earlier. But man, I screwed up that end game. Let's go over the games. First game went well as I was able to do a lot of damage in the early game. The only thing I would have changed was going for Trick into the Annihilape as I underestimated the bulk, but the overheat on the Meowscarada double helped the end game be smooth sailing. Second game, was not expecting the Perish Azumarill, but Ghost Terra Lycanroc coming in clutch alongside the early trick into Annihilate, as Choice Specs Annihilate was a lot less threatening, allowing me to build up heavy damage. Final game was a bit sloppy on both sides, with my opponent forgetting about the Protect and me not going for the Volt Switch, which would have put Lycanroc in a better position. I think I needed a stronger lead because positioning Endeavor was really difficult. Covering all the options as Dondozo was hard with a partner, especially because I kept fearing the Tatsugiri switch. Lycanroc was a lot of fun. Endeavor strategies were pretty fun to play with. Rock Slide close combat, really great coverage. It's really fast even outside of sand. Tyranitar with the Terra Blast flying was really cool to try out. It was a lot of fun. But if you do want to try out the team, try it out with the rental code on your screen, as well as the creator and the details of the team down below in the description. And why not check out the rest of my content, for instance, where I analyzed the Tainan Regional Championship, which was the first regionals of the Scarlet and Violet VGC series.